What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Basement Show. Penny joins us. We got Ramon. Happy birthday, dear.
Thank you, thank you.
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. That's it. That's the end of the song.
Thank you. Thank
Short and sweet. I like it.
So this week,
beat with a song.
What? No, I can't sing, but I'm almost drunk enough to forget that.
It went over head. He's so short.
I will never forget that I can't dance. However.
Okay.
Before we get into any kind of viewer questions or anything else, go over the comics this week. We got Daredevil #1. DD's off in San Francisco. We got Animal Man 29. That series is done. The Spider 18. That series is done. From Boom Studios, we got Clockwork Angels #1. We got The Witcher #1 from Dark Horse. We got a new American vampire called Second Cycle. Came out this week. We got Ninja Turtles Utrom Empire #3. That little mini is done. And we're going to talk quickly about Ms. Marvel #2. Yeah.
That's all you right there, that one.
Yeah. I gave it a whirl. But we'll talk about that later. For now, we have a pretty great question that I want to answer right away before we get into talk about any of the books this week.
Below Average Gaming asks.
That's a great Instagram name, by the way, bro. I suck at video games now. Somewhere along the line, I became a grandfather with video games. Like, I'm fucking trying these first-person shooter shits, and I'll be shooting you, and the bullets are whizzing past your fucking head, and I tap the controller, and all of a sudden, I'm fucking shooting them over there, and you kill me.
Sad.
That's how I was like, this fucking sucks. Give me Street Fighter. Anyway.
Below Average Gaming asks. So is this like a podcast? I just followed you guys because you liked my picture. Have no idea what you do.
Yes. Yes, this is a podcast. Guys, always let us know. We want to hear from you. Questions at Pete'sBasement.com, Facebook.com/Pete'sBasement. Follow us on Instagram at Pete's Basement. You can also follow me, Pete from Pete's Basement. Make sure you subscribe to the Hall up in the Pete'sBasement.com, upper right-hand corner, so you can see what me, Pete, Cheeseburger Pete, that is. I don't talk about myself in third person.
Thank God.
Yeah, no. I know a few people that do that.
Really?
You know that? I really only know one person that does that. My friend Sonny does that. And I thought he was just doing it for a joke, but no, he does that. I think he fancies himself Dr. Doom.
Wow.
He's just a right kind of wacky to do that. Yeah.
All right.
But so you can pretty much see what all of us are buying each week with the haul. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and our YouTube Extras channel. So there's just myriad ways of getting in touch with us, and we do love hearing from you. We love getting a whole bunch of questions to read on the show and answer, just like that one just now. So let's talk about Book of the Week, The Witcher #1 from Dark Horse. This is very like kind of Ravencroft Dungeons and Dragons-esque, I thought, like as soon as I started it.
Yeah.
Like that, you got this guy he's a witcher. We don't know what he is.
Yeah.
He's got a sword. He kind of acts like a dick. Looks like he's a gambler, drinker, whatever.
But friendly.
No, he's definitely friendly. Met this dude. You know, just a kind of a hunter-gatherer, wanderer, nomad type. Looked like a bum. He was fishing. He caught a fish. The nice little, you know, let's say he's a homeless guy.
Yeah.
Lives outside. He invites like, oh well, you know, since you're here, if you want to sit down, I got some meat. Dried meats and cheeses, like some jerky, whatever, if you need a snack, or if you want to wait a while, wait for the fish to cook. He's like, sure. I've got some wine, we'll share. So he's all bullshitting and everything. And he realizes, like, you know, he says, you're a witcher. I know what you are. And all of a sudden you think the guy is mad, and he draws his sword, and he's like, what did I say? What did I say?
Yeah.
And he attacks this thing coming out of the bog, like where the dude just caught the fish, called a drowner, which is a pretty crazy name.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice universe it created, isn't it?
Yeah, it just started. You get and you come to the realization that this nomad, he is mourning the death of his wife, who's not actually dead. She's sort of dead. She's the undead. She's a vampire.
Yeah, she's like back there on the hill looking at them.
Watching him.
Yeah.
And he says, like, you know, I know she won't kill me. You know, she still loves me. She's watching over me. Or maybe she's plotting to kill me one of these days. She's just going to rip me apart. So
Marriage. Marriage.
It happens. Yeah. So he decides, like, I'm going to follow this Witcher guy because I have no friends, and I'm just kind of sitting here talking to the rocks and the birds and my dead wife. So he follows him into this dark forest where there's even crazier shit running around, like the grave hag.
Yeah. Oh,
and he's just like, did you see her giant leather tits?
Yeah.
Like, it's sick, man. And all of a sudden they're running away. They're in a maze, and this forest creature is like leading them around in circles in order to kill them. And his wife actually saves him.
Oh, so we think.
We think like there's this connection between vampires and these little songbirds that they're like always near each other. So when they hear the songbirds, they follow them, and they wind up at like the vampire's cottage in the woods. And then he sees his wife in the window, and she opens the door for him, and that's where the issue ends. Yeah. This is great. It's issue 1 of 5. It's a finite series. I highly recommend you get this if you have any interest at all in Dungeons and Dragons, Final Fantasy, or Knights and Dragons of any kind of sort. This is really great, and it's it seems like it's an adult kind of story because they do have giant, horrendous, saggy witch titties running around in it. But it was just an absolutely amazing story. It draws you in immediately. I can't recommend this book enough. And this was just like a random thing. I was like, oh, you know what? Let me pick this up. Cover looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it did. It does.
Yeah,
it is.
Another one that was actually really cool this week that was a very close second for Book of the Week and was almost Book of the Week until I read The Witcher was Clockwork Angels, number 1 of 6 from Boom Studios. Clockwork Angels reminded me if you've ever seen any anime from Hayao Miyazaki. It was very kind of, Kiki's Delivery Service, My Neighbor Totoro, Clouds Moving Castle kind of shit, where it's, it's this weird other world. It's like a modern world. It's like Final Fantasy VII, kind of a modern world, still outlandish and everything. And there's this clockmaker, the watchmaker, who is kind of like a god figure. He's, not only keeping time, but everything is on schedule. The rain is on a schedule.
He decides who he marry. Yeah,
everything that is going on has been declared already by the watchmaker, and the information is distributed to the populace in Cloud City from these things called Clockwork Angels, which are basically, I'm assuming, these big angel-shaped printers. They just like print out the words of the watchmaker. Yeah. And meanwhile, there's these weird bombings going on by this guy called the Anarchist, who doesn't really like this system of control that has been set up.
Yeah, and there's another group. There's just the Anarchist, and then there's the other group, I forget their name, where they're up to no good. But the watchmaker, he's more worried about the Anarchist.
Right.
And he also has a file.
But he knows that this kid... Owen, right. Owen Hardy, I think I want to say.
Something like that.
I'm pretty sure, I think it's Owen Hardy. But either way, the book opens up with Owen as a grandfather. And, he's watching his grandkids run around playing and everything. And one of the kids runs up. He's like, Grandpa, could you tell us a story? And then, he runs off and plays with his friends immediately, leaving the grandfather to fucking talk to himself again. And I think the moral of the story is, let's listen to our old folks. They have some really cool shit to tell us.
The moral story is kids suck.
They do suck. You just want to boot them right in the ass.
Right in the ass.
And then some asshole's going to tell them you can't hit your kids no more. Fuck that. No. Crack them right in the goddamn head. I'm kidding. Get them with a little rolled up newspaper. Just ping! You do it to the dog. What?
Do it in the bottom of the feet and people can't see it.
Yeah.
I got the belt. You guys getting hit with newspapers?
I never got hit with a belt. All that my father had to do was threaten me with the belt, and I shut the fuck up. That's the problem. These kids don't live in fear. But I'm digressing again.
Yeah.
This book was really great. It paints a great picture. The artwork was really good.
No, it was good.
The artwork's real nice.
Nice.
Very nice painted backgrounds and everything. It was really cool looking. The only thing that edged The Witcher over it was The Witcher proceeded faster.
Yeah.
This was off to a bit of a slower start. It's kind of building the mysticism and the mystery. And
it starts out with an old guy with kids in the park.
Yeah.
This is like...
Well, I still liked it. It's a
and you weren't...
It's good,
like
but that's why it was
stuff.
edged by Witcher.
And controlling and people breaking out of their bonds. I'm down with
You didn't realize that it was a different world until page 3 or 4. Like, you thought this guy could have been sitting in Central Park.
Yeah.
Just because the kid's running around with a sword doesn't mean nothing, you know? I played with swords when I was a kid.
And then the whole dog thing?
Oh, yeah, the watchmaker, they show him for a little bit. And did you notice that he's got a beard that he hangs up and everything? Like, so the face, I'm assuming, that he shows to the public is not him.
Kind of like Wizard of Oz?
Something like that, yeah, because it looks like he's got like a fake beard kind of, yeah. And he's got this dog that he talks to, and he's like, oh, it's time for your walk, as usual. And he winds up the dog and talks about how great it was when the dog was here and how he didn't want to let him go.
Maybe it has to do with, Fahrenheit 451 and had those robot dogs, because there's a lot of, controlled system, and this, who knows? This reminded me of.
I didn't think of that.
Robot
That was
dogs.
interesting. Really great book. I highly recommend both of these. Go grab them and let us know what you think. Questions@Pete'sBasement.com. Guys, make sure you tune in to the audio show for the rest of the books. And we got a bunch more questions coming from viewers. Now, we got some pretty good ones.
Yeah,
some pretty fun ones. All right, that's the end of the show. I want to take his face
Oh, jeez.
off.